Welcome to Culture No Cap. I'm your host, Eric Spencer, along with co-host Reverend Eric Helping in the building. What's up, man?
How are you, fine gentlemen? How are you?
Oh, wow. Formal. I like it. Very good, sir. Very good. What's going on, man?
Man, hot.
Bro. Hot. It's about 98 right now at like 8 o'clock.
Air conditioner went out at work.
Yeah,
man.
That's
that
crazy.
wasn't cool. That wasn't cool at all.
Yeah, I got people complaining it's too cold in the building. I'm like, look.
Well, step outside. Just step out there. You'll see.
Y'all tripping right now. Like, it's hot. Oh, man.
Yeah, I see you. I was like, man, they ain't gonna let us go home and work from home because the floor, out on the floor, whatever it is outside, add about 10, 15 degrees to it. So it was like walking into an oven. How can we complain in the office about not having no air? And it's 80 degrees. It's probably about 110. And
that's too hot, man.
But I was complaining anyway.
Yeah, we're in a heat wave, man. Make sure y'all hydrate.
And hey, if you don't want to feel it for eternity, better get your life right.
Yeah, get your life right.
Better get it right before you lay down tonight.
And subscribe.
Yeah.
And like and comment too. Get that.
And get it right before you lay down tonight.
There you go. Well, Trump announced this was before he announced a ceasefire. And then
Iran said, hold my beer.
Hold my beer. And then they went to ceasefire. Just like that. I mean, when you saw this anyway, what did you think when you saw that it was a ceasefire between Israel and Iran?
First I thought, well, I guess he did something good for Israel.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, no. They got him saying the F word on TV.
Yeah. He wasn't happy, man. So he was kind of upset that they dropped 10 bombs or something, like some crazy let loose on Iran after the ceasefire. Listen, I didn't get the F-bomb, but here's what he said.
That we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that.
He said they don't know what the boop they doing. That's what he said.
Hey, everybody don't listen to you, Trump.
I mean, these are countries they've been fighting for centuries. They've been fighting for a long time.
You know, rules in war have always confused me, but I mean, I guess they are there for a reason. So, I mean, I guess he would expect if they agreed to a ceasefire, them to cease firing. But see, my thing was, all right, here you got 12 hours. All right, bet. Man, I'm going to shoot everything I got for them 12 hours.
Yeah, it's like the guy, you know, they holding the guy back, but then one guy sneaks in another punch. You know that.
Yep.
It's like that guy.
It happens.
It happens in war and fights. They had to get something off.
They had to get their lick back real quick.
Yeah. Might as well get rid of these. You can't use them no more. Get rid of them. Go ahead.
Hey, guess everybody don't bow. Which, like I said, it's a whole different thing. It ain't so much answering to Trump. It's y'all agreed to a ceasefire and still didn't.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But it was a 12-day war, and he was congratulating everyone. Congratulations to America. Congratulations and it didn't last.
I mean, well, let's be honest. He never should have done it to begin with. He didn't have permission.
That's the part we're waiting on there. He didn't get permission, which normally goes through Congress whenever you bomb them.
The only time that a president can do it without Congress permission is if there is a direct terrorist threat.
And there was none.
There was not one.
Yeah.
He didn't do the damage he said he did because they said it's only slowed him down for a few months.
Right.
His director of national intelligence said there was nothing saying that they were actively building nuclear weapons. Your director of national intelligence said it, and you said she's wrong.
Yeah.
Because Netanyahu played you a fiddle.
He got played. And he don't like to get played. So this could be bad for everyone.
Yeah, he might bomb Israel.
He might.
Oh, that'll get him gone.
Yeah, he better not do that. He better not do that. But you never know with this guy. You never know with Trump, man. Because they were talking about it, was celebrating him. My timeline was stupid. It was people saying, you know some of the people that
he protected America, didn't he?
He protected America. Give this man a Nobel Peace Prize. I said, a Nobel Peace Prize for almost starting a war?
Starting a war?
What? Let's throw the whole thing away.
So, I mean, really, what did he do to protect America? Because if they're a terrorist threat, it ain't really coming from over there. It's the people that's already here. Those sleeper cells that are already here.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got them.
No.
You got some of them. You ain't get all of them.
But what he should have been celebrating is our military, because those are the people that they're afraid of, really. They're afraid of our military. We got a great military.
They ain't afraid of Trump. They ain't afraid of Trump.
Man, you might have a button, but they're not scared of him.
But you notice he ain't celebrate them.
He did not mention them. That's the problem I had too. I'm like, why are you not mentioning these people you had a parade for?
Maybe it was a parade because it was your birthday.
Yeah, it's on the wonder. Yeah, but they we'll just see how that rolls, man. I don't know. I don't think it's over. Do you?
I don't think so either.
I don't think it's over. He doesn't think it's over. He cussing, carrying on.
He mad because he don't look as strong as he thought he was.
Yeah,
I put this together. Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's get to more other Trump news. I think we met right before Juneteenth. So so Juneteenth, Trump says that there are too many non-working holidays. I'm like,
really?
So
you chose to say it on Juneteenth, huh?
It just happened to be Juneteenth.
Yeah, didn't make no national declaration about Juneteenth or nothing, huh?
No parade. He didn't go anywhere. He just
nothing.
Chilled.
And his first 4 years, at least he did that. This shows you he's worse now.
Yeah,
he's really gonna let the bigot come out in him now. Why you choose to say it on Juneteenth?
Because his base is all about against Juneteenth, which we kind of spoke about a little bit. And so we kind of spoke about a little bit how it's only been 5 years for Juneteenth. It's been 5 years since it's been a national holiday. So I said, why are people getting mad? People get mad at each other about not understanding what Juneteenth means. And I said, people need to show some grace. What did you say?
Who am I talking to? This is the same guy told all them Latinos for Trump, you're FA and now you're FO. Now you want to show, do you want to show Trump grace for what he just did?
See, that's what I'm getting to. So
no, I don't want to. Okay.
I don't want to show him. I don't want to show him grace. But the people who are not sure about Juneteenth and is new to them, as long as they're not being racist about it, a lot of people, they don't understand it. And that's fair. I think that's fair. Black or white.
But you've had 5 years. You've had 5 years.
Is that a long time? Is that really a long time, though? 5 years.
You done got off. Well, we didn't get off this year for it.
Exactly.
The bank's been closed for 5 years.
Banks have been closed, but most businesses aren't closed. Not like 4th of July yet.
But a lot of our customers, they were closed. A lot of the automakers, and maybe because of the union.
Yeah. Some business, I think more and more will be closed in the future. this year, they weren't all closed.
No. Yeah, we even got a black CEO. I just knew we was gonna have Juneteenth.
Oh, y'all do?
Yeah, we get Juneteenth though.
Yeah, it's new, it's fresh, it's new. People are just figuring it out. I think the more we're into it next year, there'll be more places closed. I think, but if left up to Trump, we're losing.
Hey, we better hope we got it next year.
We'll have it.
The DEI holiday.
I think we'll have it anyway. I think we'll have
celebration.
We'll have celebration.
Yeah, we'll have celebration. But I think he'll try. You know, it'll no longer be a federal holiday.
And if it's not, we're still gonna celebrate it.
Yeah,
I think. And then I had people. Go ahead.
I say we'd still have celebrations for it.
Mm-hmm.
But will it be as big? Because it's no longer a federal holiday. There are, like, even with Mount Airy Elkin, there are people who put money into those things.
Yeah, I don't think the money will be there.
Yeah, I don't think the money will be there.
They won't have the budget, but we'll still celebrate, because even before Dr. King's holiday was recognized as national, people we celebrated because it wasn't. What year was it? Was it the 80s? It was finally recognized.
It took a while. Yeah, Arizona held out as long as they could.
Mm-hmm. It did. So, yes, I don't know. He doesn't want it, but we got it. We got it. And people coming after the violence that went on. There was some violence that went on in Tulsa and different cities. Let me say to you that there's violence that happens every day. It's not because of Juneteenth. It's not because there were black people.
Like, every day, everywhere, there's violence.
I was like, really? Y'all gonna go after this? Like, this is supposed to be celebrating black excellence. I was like, it's just it's a holiday.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know that Juneteenth is celebrating black excellence.
It's really
like y'all waited 2 years to let them people know they were finally free.
Right, and they were trying to be funny, and they were trying to be whatever. But come on, but you know, some people are just like that. Yeah, they're gonna take the negative events I went to. Peaceful, no fighting, no arguing. I know it's a small city. So what? It's still, even in Winston, no violence I've heard of. So we're gonna keep going. Yeah.
We'll enjoy it while we got it.
While we got it, man. Well, we'll move on to one of your favorite directors, producers. Tyler Perry gets sued for $260 million by the Oval actor. I'm not familiar with the show. Are you?
Yeah, I watched the Oval.
So the guy that he sexually harassed or whatever he did is suing him. What is this guy? Who is this? Tell us a little bit about it.
I mean, I didn't even know. I guess I ain't been keeping up. I didn't even know he was off the show. Unless he's not gonna be on the new season, because he was on it last season.
But when you saw, so there was a series of text messages that went back and forth. I didn't see anything.
I didn't think. Well, I saw the same text messages you would send to a woman.
Okay.
Trying to wear her down. Yeah. But I didn't see anything like where it was like forcible, you know.
Yeah.
Look, you better. Well, I mean, and he even had some answer me. How many dudes sweat a girl and they do that same thing?
I guess because that's his boss. I guess that's where that
would be a problem.
That's his boss. He's the writer, producer of the show. He does everything.
And then he said he laid in the bed with him. And then at one time he pulled his britches down and grabbed his bootay. Oh. Yeah, you didn't see that?
I missed that one. It was a lot. Like I was scrolling a lot.
Yeah, it was like 40-some pages.
Yeah, I couldn't. I missed that.
I read every bit of it.
Of course you did. So wait a minute. So they were laying in the bed together.
No, he had been to Tyler's house and they had been drinking, and Tyler was like, "You can stay in my guest room." He went and laid in bed, fell asleep, and woke up, and Tyler was laying beside him, rubbing on his hips or something.
Let me ask you this, man. Is it a big secret that Tyler Perry might be gay, allegedly? Is it
No.
I mean, I wasn't shocked when I saw this.
But Tyler can't do that because of his base.
So that's my question. When it doesn't pay to be gay.
But see, now he's gotten so far off that Christian base with the stuff he does. I mean, I don't see why he don't go ahead and come out if that's what he is.
No, exactly. I just feel like for black men to come out gay is different. It's different. Especially in the black community. It's a little different. If you're known to be gay and everybody's known you're gay, it's not a big deal. But Tyler Perry is a well-known guy who it wouldn't benefit him maybe to be gay. It wouldn't pay for him to come out as gay.
It actually, it would hurt him with a lot of his base, but it may expand him with more white people. Right now, white people just watch Medea.
He would be embraced. I could see him being embraced by white people.
And by that community.
And by the LGBTQ community. IA plus. But let me ask you.
IA stand for? I ain't trying to be funny.
You are trying to be funny because I don't know.
No, I mean I wouldn't try to be funny because you didn't. I just didn't know what it stood for.
Google it.
No, someone might be looking at my history.
Stupid. But listen, the point I'm making is, so he doesn't come out, but he's in situations like this.
So you better off coming out. That's
my point.
Now, black men it's like you don't see rumors about white guys being gay or black women, or it's black men that have the worst. It's like, yeah, it is a big stigma because most time it's they pointing out it's black men that they'll have the rumors as if it's well, I mean, I have my beliefs, but it's as if that's you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I really don't. But so I'm gonna pick you up right here. So I'm saying, so I think of women. I think of Whitney Houston. She was one of the first women I heard about being gay, allegedly. She was one of the people back in the day. Eddie Murphy. So it's always been black people, but you're right. I never really hear the rumors about white men, really, unless it's Rock Hudson or back in the 80s.
He had the AIDS.
And it was Liberace.
But everybody knew Liberace was gay.
Yeah. But Little Richard, who I believe never came out.
He didn't. His daddy wouldn't let him.
See? So there's that. There's that whole thing with black men. It's like they can't really be themselves in situations. It's not masculine, and things like this happen. This lawsuit for $260 million. When if he had come out,
whoa.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Playboy.
Go ahead. What?
Just because you're gay don't mean you pushing up on people that don't want you.
That's true. But I think if he was openly gay, I don't think this would have happened. That's just I don't think so. Because I feel like he's not free to be who he is. Like we talked about Luther before. Another one. Luther.
First off, we're not going to talk about
Luther. Luther's a legend. I love Luther.
Yeah, let's leave Luther out of this, all right?
Big Luther.
We're talking about Tyler Perry. We ain't talking about.
But we are talking about stars, black stars that are allegedly gay, alleged to be gay.
We're not talking about Luther.
Well, I talk about Luther, but you know where I'm going with this. My point is, if we knew Tyler Perry was gay and he came out and said it, this wouldn't have been a thing.
But he never would be he wouldn't be Tyler Perry if he did come out, especially early.
He already dressed as a woman. You remember Medea? I'm just
Yeah, but it was a comedy.
I know, I'm just messing. But you're right. It was a comedy.
Yeah, so if he had came out gay like that, nah, he never would have built in the Chitlin circuit the support that he got from the church. He wouldn't have got it.
It surprises me because I feel like there are a lot of black people that are gay in the church.
There are, but there aren't a lot that admit it.
There are not a lot that admit it. So that's what I'm saying. People can't really live their truth.
Yeah, most of your choir directors.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say most of them. I'm not gonna say most of them. Let me change that.
Yeah, please.
But I mean, Jamal is under fire now for preaching at a gay church.
Oh, is he? I ain't heard about that one. I ain't hear about it at all.
He preached at a gay church. People going off on him. Because gay people can't make it to heaven.
Is that what the theory is?
That's it. Gay people sin in a different way than they sin.
I think it's just my whole thing is live your truth, man. Live your truth, because if you don't, you're not living. Just live your truth. I have more respect for people who just live their truth.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Yeah. People actually kill themselves
because they're not happy with. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, I got the IA, intersexual and asexual.
That's it. That's it.
Don't that's it, because like you knew what it was.
I was gonna say that was on the tip of my tongue, but I won't say that. So
yeah.
So we're talking about that. Trump ends funding for the LGBTQ suicide hotline. This was recently, and it kind of piggybacks. So you see that, and it made me wonder. I'm like, why?
And you know what? And he will be applauded by his base.
And that's upsetting, because there are a lot of kids, young people who deal with this and are killing themselves because they can't be who they want to be.
And that's, you have no compassion for people. You don't care about people. I mean, it's like I said, as rampant as suicide runs, it's a mental health issue. These people reach out, whether they be kids or grown-ups, reach out because they're dealing with something, and you took the money away.
Mm-hmm.
But you spent all that money on that doggone parade.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. No compassion, no love, no empathy, nothing.
But you were chosen by God.
Yeah. I saw this. I was like, wow, it says a lot.
Yeah, it speaks a lot about him, and it speaks a lot about the people who support him, who have no issue with that happening.
Yeah. Because even if those people who believe this is some kind of mental health issue, which I don't, but some people think that being gay is some kind of mental issue. Even if you believe that,
then you should want people to get mental help.
Then you should want somebody to get mental help, and you should want these hotlines to be open for people who need help.
Yeah, that's insane.
Insane.
Man,
insane, man.
But I mean, he has no love for people.
No, he loves money, power.
That's it. He likes to look like the stronger. You talk about those two people we've already talked about. You notice everything that he does, he has to put Trump on. Trump
Who is that?
Hotel. Trump.
Oh, his
Trump
name.
Hotel. Yeah. That other guy, he got to put his name on everything too. Tyler Perry is this. Tyler Perry is that.
So he thinks it's a God complex.
It seems like it, man.
Because Tyler Perry is one of those people that he has to write the show, produce the show, Executive produced the show. Actually, sometimes he's even act in the show, on the show.
And some of them shows you can tell he ain't had no writer's room.
Terrible.
And then some of them he got his hands in too much.
Obviously, $260 million worth.
That's a lot of money. I wonder.
Will he settle?
Yes,
he will settle. He's got to settle. He's got to settle.
Yeah, and it's nothing criminal. It's all civil. He'll settle.
Got to settle. Got to settle.
And you know, they're talking about him threatening people's jobs if they don't do. So now I'm back to maybe that's who Christian Keys was talking about.
You know, when I was talking, when we were talking about, I think we talked offline. Christian Keys was definitely talking about Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
It wasn't Diddy. It was back to Perry.
It was Tyler Perry.
Definitely Tyler Perry. All right. Well, one person kind of tied into this is TD Jakes. TD Jakes said, I was at the Diddy party, but you know, I only stayed for 30 minutes.
Why you stay 30 minutes? It cap.
Cap or no cap?
Cap. It took you 30 minutes to say, I don't need to be here. The fact that it was a Diddy party, it ain't like Diddy parties wasn't famous.
Let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this. So, you a preacher?
I ain't going to no Diddy party.
I'm gonna ask you this. So there's certain things that you will not attend as a preacher. Is there certain things you will not go to personally as a minister? Really? Yeah. So if you were him, you wouldn't be at this Diddy party.
I would not go to no Diddy. And me, I'm just me.
Yeah.
I could go and then people not know who I am.
And you still wouldn't go.
And I wouldn't go. This is TD Jakes. You think that people didn't know who that was going in there? Well, I only stayed for 30 minutes. Was that how long you lasted? I mean, what?
But see, we saw the pictures. We already knew you were there, bro. Like, you're not coming out saying
at least you didn't say I ain't go with me.
We saw the pictures. Like he was having a good time.
Yeah,
just live your truth. That might be the name of this podcast. Just live your truth. You want to party? Party. You want to be a party and preacher? Party.
If he want to be a party and preacher, especially with the reach he got, he need to have parties at his house.
Or just go to the ones and you probably reach more people if you party. What?
Have parties at your house, leave their phones at the door.
And just he could afford to do that.
Yeah.
A TD Jakes party, a Diddy party.
Because we know preachers ain't perfect.
Right.
Now, they ain't as bad as y'all, a lot of y'all make them out to be. We know they ain't perfect. So maybe partying is Jake's thing, but he can't be a stumbling block for somebody. So he gotta pick his spots. A Diddy party is not the spot to pick.
Oh, you know, the way them parties seem, you might need a spiritual advisor because it gets a little nasty in there.
If he stayed 30 minutes, he wasn't trying to advise nobody too much. He might be like, unless he said, y'all going to hell, and he left. And then you got to understand, what time did he go to the Diddy party?
I mean,
they say early, the parties is okay.
Mm-hmm. But even early, would you go?
No.
See,
I wouldn't go to a Diddy cookout.
I might go to a Diddy cookout. The cookout? No. Well, he was there. He said 30 minutes. I'm calling cap.
Yeah. So he looked at his watch. I'm gonna stay here 30 minutes and then I'm gonna go. Well, why you go? Why you go?
Why were you even there in Diddy's presence?
Yeah, I don't understand it. I will never understand that.
I never understood. Nobody. I think people question that relationship anyway.
Yeah,
when they saw him at the parties.
And you know, it could have been that he was trying to be a spiritual advisor to him.
At first.
I'm not being a spiritual advisor at your party.
What if I was having a party, man? I need a spiritual advisor. I wanted you to be there just to try to push me in the right direction.
Don't have a party.
That would be your
come
advice.
to your house. Yeah, I'd come to your house. I ain't coming to your party.
I believe his house was a party. I believe everywhere Diddy went was a party, just by what I can tell. It looks like it was all party.
You think about all the money he had, and he calling his assistants, bring me $5,000, bring me $10,000. Just got it in the safe. Yeah. So I mean, it was everywhere he went was a party.
Yeah. TD just wanted to party. It's okay.
And he may have wanted the shine
and exposure
of being Diddy's spiritual advisor. Clearly, he wasn't good at it. Because we see how Diddy is. He wasn't good at advising him spiritually. If that was he does not need to put Diddy on his resume as a spiritual advisor.
You ain't kidding. That was a fail. That was a fail.
And it may have been that, because he's got these guys, I'm sure, as big as Jake's is, big as his church, his church is, even though he retired, I'm sure his ego is pretty big too.
Probably.
And let me be seen, let me be recognized, and look who I'm with.
Yeah, I mean, Diddy's a big name. The cachet,
and he was a billionaire.
The money, that exposure. Exposure is cool till you get exposed.
Yeah, I mean, I could even see him wanting to be his spiritual advisor if he was trying to help him, and he may have been, but being at the party was not the move
at all. Well, we were talking about Jamal earlier. So the black church sold him out. Did you see this?
I saw him going off about something.
$300,000 they got from Target. They was like, all right, yeah, you do your thing over there, Jamal, but we're going to take this money. And the National Black Church Association.
The Black Baptist, the National Baptist Association.
National Baptist Association said, all right, we'll take that. Take that. And they did. He went off. He was
on fire.
Here's what he had. Here's just a little taste.
$5,000 for them to just sit down and roll over. Not me, Jack. I called the president of the National Baptist Convention. I said, Rev, we can't go out like that. We are selling ourselves short. He said, Jamal, give me a couple of days. Let me get the board together.
He went on and on. He was pissed.
Yeah, which I mean, that's how it works.
No, I don't just leave it like that.
No, I'm saying we got there's a righteous cause, a legitimate gripe, and they say, we'll throw some money at you. And we say, yes, sir.
Can't do that.
We can't, but that's exactly what they did.
That's what they did, man. I can't. It says a lot. It says a lot about our community because he was leading something huge. He was causing some problems with Target.
And what was that say about the National Baptist Convention?
They want some money. They need that dough.
Yeah, I mean, are they concerned with people or are they concerned with money? Because here's what your response will be. We can take this money and we can do ministry.
That's what they're going to say.
Yeah, that's what they're going to say. But you sold your people out.
Again, but that's when you mix politics and religion, you kind of gets a little dicey because they are going to use it maybe for the betterment of the church.
Yeah, I hope so.
But Jamal, he had high hopes for the community having generational wealth. He saw big picture things that they don't see.
Yeah. They saw, here's this money right now. Look what we can do with this money.
But
who's right? Who's wrong?
But see, that's the thing. The businesses were already there. The businesses are there. Yeah. They just needed people to to do right by them.
You need to hit the businesses.
That look bad, man. I'm sure.
And yeah, of course you can turn around. You can use it for good, but I don't think that was why you. I don't think your number one intention in getting that was, hey, look at the work we can do with it. Of course, I say now you're gonna do work with it, but
yeah, it's easy to say now when you get caught.
Yeah, now that he done called you out.
It's just, oh man. Yeah, he was hot, and I don't blame him because, like I said, I'm not saying he was the face. He said he wasn't the leader of this,
but he was.
He was the face of this boycott. No mistake about it. So they should have consulted with him when they were offered this money and go from there instead of taking it.
Yep. Now, sorry, we taking this, bro.
What does that say about the unity amongst black people? I won't even say just the church. I would just say black people.
You mean the disunity?
Disunity, yeah. Black thereof.
About self. Now, I know you want to make this sacrifice to make things better for us, but they giving me this right now. Sorry, Jamal. Because I'm concerned about us.
We tried.
You didn't try. You tried till they went to you. And Target is somewhere laughing.
We knew it. We knew we got one of them.
That's it. So, man.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing.
It is.
It's kind of embarrassing. Oh, man. Your guy, Stephen A. catches some backlash, man, for his comments about Memphis. Yeah, hear what he said.
Got to clean some of that stuff up because it's dissuasive to NBA players. They have talked about it. I know they've told me.
He's saying that players don't want to go to Memphis because it's so dangerous. Clean that mess up.
Small market.
Memphis is a small market, but it's also known as a violent city. Let's be real. It's a violent city.
The players don't want to go to Chicago.
They don't.
Yeah, they do.
Now, maybe.
Yeah, no, and you know, it's NBA players. If the contract's right, why Stephen A. say that?
Stephen A. has political aspirations. That's all. He wants to be in the politics in that whole democratic city, clean up the city narrative. It's a part of it.
We're gonna run as a Republican.
I think so.
I'm starting to think so too.
He's independent, but he kind of leans right.
Yeah, I'm starting to think so too. And he's much more nice to Trump than he used to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To say that.
Yeah, I think he would run as a Republican
eventually. Give him a few years. But this really, I was like, Memphis gets a lot of backlash already.
They do.
It's a black city. It's a black city. It's a historic city. Yeah. But they got problems. Like this country has problems though.
Yeah. What about people don't want to play in DC?
DC is one of those cities. But he didn't point out DC. I think he has a problem with Memphis.
Yeah.
Just because of Jamal Bryant, which Jamal Bryant spoke out. Bad person to speak out.
Yeah. Can y'all pick somebody else? Y'all don't got nobody else.
Yeah, man, got to speak out about violence and how Memphis isn't violent. But even if those players, we know better.
When you quit doing that gun stuff, dummy.
Yeah, but you know better than I do that these players aren't going to live in the city of Memphis anyway.
No,
they're going to live outside of Memphis somewhere in the suburbs. They're going to be safe.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know why he said it. Well, like I said, unless it had to be for a political reason. Yeah,
because the first thing that happened on I read today, this person who I had a little time on my hands today. Went back and forth talking about black people don't like to face reality when it comes to how they are. And Stephen A. this is an example. I was like, I'm going to bring this up. Do you think black people have a problem with looking themselves in the mirror when it comes to things like this in their own community?
No, I think all people have a problem looking themselves in the mirror.
But yeah, but black people in particular. This person wants to single out black people.
That's the problem. That's the problem, because that person won't look in the mirror.
Yeah.
There's a reason that you have such a disdain for black people, and it ain't the story that you're telling.
It sounds like
I don't even know who you're talking about. I'm just assuming.
well, in all fairness, I listened to this. I'm like, you know what? You got your opinion.
You welcome to your opinion.
Welcome to your opinion, but come with some facts. Like, America is violent. America is violent.
It's violent, and your opinion would be a lot more respected if you pointed out that it ain't just black people who have problems looking at themselves. If white people didn't have problems looking at, certain white people didn't have problems looking at themselves, we wouldn't be having to worry about the history getting erased.
Right.
Because they can't hold a mirror to their faces. We all have issues. Black people and white people and Hispanic and whatever else have issues a lot of times holding the mirror into their face. Quit blaming one group.
It's disgusting, man. I just had to turn. I'm like, really? I said, it was the Juneteenth violence. It was the Stephen A. saying this and people not looking at, and kids not being able to read, to the point I'm like, what are you doing? And that's what I say. What are you doing? Are you part of the solution? Are you part of the problem? Are you helping these kids learn how to read?
All I see you doing is magnifying the problem.
Are you pointing? Are you not pointing at the fact that Tennessee is one of those states where you can carry a gun without a license? Anybody can get a gun. What about that?
Yeah, North Carolina getting rid of the conceal and carry.
They're getting rid of it too. Yeah, that's the same thing they have in Tennessee. They're getting rid of it in North Carolina. Are you voting against that because you want to protect black people? No.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. Let's just be real. There's a deeper problem than just, okay, Memphis. We started this conversation about Memphis, him saying that about Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's wrong. Like you said, they're not going to live in Memphis. That ain't why they don't want to go to Memphis. What marketing opportunities do they have in Memphis? If the money's the same, and I got Memphis on one end and LA on the other, which one am I going to choose?
Right. And he talking about they got to clean that mess up. Stephen A.
Clean DC up.
Clean everything up. Clean LA up.
There you
Miami
go.
Up.
All of them got problems.
All of them got problems. Maybe Utah's clean. I don't know. Utah.
No, I'll pass.
I wouldn't want to go to Utah.
No, I definitely won't want to go to Utah as a black person.
Right. So it's like I might feel more comfortable in Memphis as a black man.
I definitely will feel more comfortable in Memphis
or Atlanta, possibly.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Yeah, so he caught a little backlash from that.
And
a lot of people in Memphis. Yeah, you're losing your you don't like Stephen A. as much as you used to. I noticed. You think he's leaning?
He's leaning. And like I said, I really stopped liking him as much when he got his own podcast. When I started listening to the Stephen A. Smith show,
mm-hmm.
I just don't. It's like he's a tough guy on there, and it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, well, he would mess with it.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming to an end. Oh, Diddy trial, man.
Yeah, man. They ain't even calling no witnesses.
No witnesses are to be called. He's not taking the stand. This is it.
So basically, the defense has said, you ain't proved your case.
You know what? I don't think they did.
Some of them, he got about 5 or 6 charges. Some of them charges they proved.
So your prediction is?
He gonna be found guilty on some of it.
I think he walks. I think he walks. I don't think those jurors, I don't know. I don't think they proved enough of the trafficking. I don't
Well,
think they
he might not get caught on that, but they'll get him. Definitely the prostitution across state lines. They definitely get him.
They got that one. See, I don't know if they were.
Yeah, they got him for that.
It just depends on if you consider paying people to come party with you, and have sex.
That's prostitution.
Is it?
He paying them for sex.
That's not what they proved. They proved that he got them there, and they happen to have sex.
Or the freak offs, or the debauchery nights, or whatever else, hotel nights, whatever.
King nights, or
Wild King nights.
Wild King nights.
I guess he changed them for each woman. He changed the name of it.
Hey, he's a brand.
I think they got him on that. They got him on the arson and the kidnapping.
Arson. I give him arson and kidnapping. Guilty.
That's a couple of the charges in there in something.
That's two. I forgot about arson, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they're gonna find him guilty on some of it. They might not find him guilty on all of it. If they don't, it'll be just, well, I would say it'd be like OJ, but black people ain't gonna celebrate if he get off.
They will. They will.
So, okay, so you think if he get off, you think he'll be able to be back? Take that?
He will.
You think so?
The standards are so low in America, man, and in hip hop. He'll be right back. He put out another album. Yeah. There's a few interviews, podcasts, go on Vlad or something, breakfast. He'll be back, man. I really do. I think he'll be back.
Man, you think that lowly?
Yeah. Because I think people always knew this stuff was going on. This isn't a secret.
No, but we always thought the Diddy parties was just big orgies.
Kind of what it looks like.
And they might have been after, but he's not on trial for them.
No. But it feels like that's what this was. It feels like a sex crazed lunatic, drug addict.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
This stuff was going on with rock stars in the 80s, I'm sure.
But they didn't have social media then.
They didn't. But I'm sure it went on. And it just didn't. I don't know, man. I'll give you arson.
Give you kidnapping.
I'll give you. What? I mean, when they prove kidnapping with Cassie?
No, the Capricorn.
Oh, yeah.
And they proved so much. They didn't even when they cross-examined her, they didn't even really fight what she said.
I'll give you 2 counts. I'll give you kidnapping. I'll give you arson. But you're saying they prove racketeering?
I don't know. I don't know if they prove that.
I
mean, it was the enterprise of one. I'm just saying some of these charges, they're going to find him guilty on.
Yeah. Yeah, he won't. I said he would walk free. I take that back.
No, he's going to prison.
He's doing some time. He's doing some time.
Wonder if he'll be with R. Kelly.
They've been trying to kill R. Kelly. Did you hear about that? They try to give him give him too much medicine.
Bro, doing everything he can to get out of prison.
They're trying to kill him over in Durham. Dang.
Do you believe that?
No, I think he's trying to get out.
I believe he's trying everything he can to get out.
He is trying to get out of prison. And this
I don't blame him. Oh, try your best. Try your best.
Let me ask you this. Do you think watching what's going on with Diddy, does it make you think that R. Kelly is really not as bad as we thought? Or does
He's definitely not as bad as we thought. Well, but I don't know. I believe they're about the same when you think about R. Kelly having them sex slaves and stuff.
All time. I ain't all time.
Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, he's as bad as we thought.
I mean, I guess because this is so new with Diddy, and we're seeing it, we kind of forget a little bit about what R. Kelly did.
And then he, you start thinking about R. Kelly's music, and then he did residuals.
Oh, he killed that.
He still got it.
Still got it. Oh man, but yeah, I don't know. So you say at least 3 to 4 counts?
Yeah, they're gonna find him on something.
Okay, I'll give you 2 counts, and we'll see. So they should have the verdict probably maybe before 4th of July.
I think before 4th of July. Really, I mean, it'll be in the hands of the jury. It should be in the hands of the jury by about Friday. I mean, they may meet for 2 hours and say guilty, and we know this weekend.
But I said the longer it takes, the better it looks. It helps him. Usually, if they take a long time. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I know we've been covering it like crazy because it's like it's the trial of the summer.
It definitely is. I mean, it's
the century, maybe. Nah, I wouldn't say the century, but it's been like. No, I can't say the century. Can you? Trial of the century?
I don't know.
Some would put what's his name? The Johnny Depp up there pretty high.
Yeah.
People cover that like crazy.
His was like civil though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was more civil. But he won. That was the amazing part.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah.
This dude is facing
seriously criminal.
years and years and years. I really, if he gets off with no time, I'll be shocked.
And you don't think but you did say that he wouldn't recover from this. There's no way he could come out with more music. You say that. I say he's one hit away.
He can't even get with Kirk Franklin and get him a BET Gospel Award. No, he done.
Oh, he definitely could.
No,
that would be his way. That would be his way back in the graces of the community.
What kind of song would him and Kirk Franklin do?
What do you mean? They do a gospel?
They're the same dude.
They're not the same
as
dude.
far as on the songs, they're the same dude.
Yeah, they need somebody in there that sing.
Yeah, they're the same guy.
You can't have 2 producers dancing around. It'd be a lot of dancing.
Kirk is a gospel Diddy. I just hope we don't do all that stuff.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
They was getting on Kirk about having some booty shorts on somewhere.
Yeah. But yeah. So Kurt, let's talk about him a little bit. So Kurt went on the Breakfast Club last week and he discussed the Kevin Hart was hosting the BET Awards. And he made some jokes. And they were pretty funny. He was talking about how Kurt was up there shaking his for the Lord. Kind of funny. It was pretty funny.
I don't even like Kevin Hart, but that's funny.
But Kurt says he couldn't really laugh like he wanted to because he knew people were watching. When you hear that, do you think that's fair? Like for him not to be able to laugh because he feel like people are judging him?
It's not fair, but to whom much is given, much is required.
Explain.
There's an expectation of Kurt. If he laughs too much, people might not take him as seriously.
You putting too much on gospel music, man. You putting a lot of pressure on gospel. It's music.
It's gospel music. It ought to have pressure on it.
I don't think so. I mean, should it? He can't even laugh. He can't even laugh.
He can let. It depends on the joke.
The joke was him come out shaking your foot.
Because you know, I laugh.
Oh, I know you laugh.
But I ain't gonna laugh out certain places. I ain't. I'm gonna laugh.
I'm about to say you're on the air right now.
Yeah, never mind. Scratch it, pause, and erase all that, and start back over. Maybe Kirk felt he didn't need to laugh. I would laugh.
But see, again, if you were on national TV and this joke, you could tell he wanted to laugh. It was just like he just couldn't. And he said, I can't.
And he might have. What's the BET Awards? Never mind, it wasn't the Stellar Awards.
No, it was
I don't know
BET
why he
Award.
didn't laugh. I don't know why he didn't laugh like he wanted to.
Yeah, he said why. He said again. He said that he had to make sure people didn't judge him and take him laughing at a joke as something insulting to God. And like you said, it was expectations. He's expected to do the right thing and laugh at the right things. I don't know.
Funny is funny.
Funny to me. I mean, funny is funny. Kevin Hart's really not that funny to me, but
he's one of them guys that try to be funny, and that's what makes him not funny to me.
Yeah, I'm really a big Kevin Hart fan.
That's why I used to think Cat Williams was funnier than him. Then Cat done got so intelligent that he ain't funny no more either.
Yeah, I don't like smart cat. I like dumb cat.
Yeah, I like dumb cat. Pimping.
Oh,
but
man.
I can't laugh at that.
Yeah, he said he couldn't laugh, and I'm like, wow. But you can do everything else. You can dance, shake your.
Yeah, more people wouldn't have thought about you laughing.
Ridiculous.
But you were saying that booty was twerking.
But you can't laugh.
You can do that. Kirk,
I don't get it.
He got it confused. Bless his little ignorant heart.
Yeah, he tries, man. Like I said, he had the best performance overall.
Yeah, that was the best one I saw.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought that was well, I think he could do a song with Diddy and maybe somebody that can sing.
They have to, because there are two of them that ain't got no lyrics.
Them just talk. Take that. Well, all right.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Preacher.
That will not get him a BET award.
Yeah, you're right, man. They are the same person. I was like, what are you talking about? I know exactly what you mean.
And people, I don't know that people are unforgiving when it comes to certain things. Diddy would have to show, I don't know what he'd have to do to get people to really buy into the fact that he's a real gospel artist.
You know what? I don't know, man. I feel like people are so forgiving, especially black people. Who in the community, besides somebody who maybe voted for Trump or was with Trump, who are black people not really forgiving in the culture? Can you think of anybody? I'm thinking Michael Jackson. I'm thinking R. Kelly. I'm thinking Michael Vick. I'm thinking OJ.
Michael Vick just had dogs fighting. Y'all leave it. Don't be putting him in there with all them other people.
I'm just saying, man. Maybe the white community didn't.
Black people didn't have to forgive him because we was like, he was just dog fighting. We ain't turned on him to begin with.
Okay. I'll take him out. That's fair. But Michael Jackson, his alleged crime, we forgave him. We didn't think anything of it. He's just weird.
He didn't do good.
Who else, though? Who else have messed up in society where we're like, man, we done with them?
What's it?
Unless it's something with Trump.
And even Candace is starting to get, because she's starting to fuss at him. We're starting to kind of like her now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But I mean, Diddy is. He'd have to go on a press tour, not saying I didn't do it, admitting, hey, yeah, why would I do that? And I've been found not guilty.
You can't do that. You just cannot.
There's no way you can let him go. There's no way you can forgive him.
He's gonna be forgiven. There's a few things that stand out when we talk about Diddy to me. Is who he abused. Mainly who he abused.
What do that mean?
Meaning they were women. There weren't any little kids involved, children. We don't respect that for the most part. We don't do people abusing children. It's kind of unforgivable for the most part, unless you're the number one R&B singer.
Yeah, unless you're Elvis. But anyway, good.
Elvis. But I could say, but yeah, I just don't think that his crimes fit that unforgivable criteria at all.
Why? Because it wasn't a multitude of women?
I think because they weren't underage, and it could be looked at as consensual to some. Because there's some freaks out there.
There's some freaks out there.
There's some freaks out there.
You're gonna go get me started talking about Cassie again. Which
I'm not talking about Cassie.
Yeah, because the other ones, yeah.
I don't see this being so far.
So basically, what you're saying is his crimes ain't as bad as we thinking.
They just didn't look like R. Kelly. I think R. Kelly, his honestly looked like he was kidnapping people, little kids. He was grooming. I mean, his looked really bad.
Hey, but the parents was doing that.
And the parents were involved. It would just look like a nasty. This Diddy thing, it's disgusting, but it seems like a dirty dude.
So we can agree, despite the freshness of this, R. Kelly's still at worse.
He's still worse. Yeah. I agree. I think R. Kelly's still.
But what you saying that, and we forgave R. Kelly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't think of anybody. People hold, you know what? People hold a higher disregard or disgust towards LeBron James.
Hey.
For leaving Cleveland than they do R. Kelly. That's all I gotta say. We can end this. But I'm just saying, for real. Think about it. People still mad about that.
But it's not as bad now because he brought him a championship.
Some people still hate him because he kept leaving teams.
Well, they stupid. Hey,
but R. Kelly started
about KD.
About KD?
Yeah.
I know. They don't get the same hate. You don't get the same hate. But I'm just saying people just don't have that. Like, they forgave R. Kelly. He started with Aaliyah.
I mean, now that you mention, if they forget, they'll forgive Diddy. They'll forgive him.
So you admit it now. They'll
Yeah.
forgive Diddy.
Yeah, you have changed my mind.
All right. Yeah.
However, I don't know that he'll get out of jail in time for him to be forgiven.
Touche.
But yeah, I don't. I don't. You convinced me.
Yeah, I just can't think of nobody, man. I can't think anybody that comes to mind.
And he wouldn't even have to go the gospel route.
Nah, he won't do nothing. Don't have no parties, probably.
Yeah, he better be done partying.
He better be done partying. He better hang out with the kids, not the sons.
Well, not them boys. Leave them boys alone.
Stay away from them, look. For real.
Yeah, they is not gonna help.
Oh God. Oh man, but all right, a little recap. Trump, the ceasefire or not. Cease. Is it over? Is it over?
Yeah.
Go
Trump.
Go Trump. They want to give him the Nobel Peace Prize.
No. I think they withdrew that.
They should have. That's stupid. Trump says there's too many holidays. Talking about Juneteenth.
Yeah, talking about Juneteenth.
Oh man. Tyler Perry sued for $260 million.
Tyler.
Settle, Tyler.
You know what I predict?
What?
We will not see the end of Medea now.
Oh, that's already coming back anyway.
Oh, it's gonna be more.
Yeah,
Medea Destination Wedding.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Gonna be on Netflix.
Bring Medea back.
Netflix or Prime, one of them.
Yeah, bring it back. I guess that's like his.
That's his cash cow. That's his money maker.
TD Jakes. Oh, TD. TD was at the party for 30 minutes. He left. He didn't have time for the Viagra to kick in. He's out.
He might have. They got a shot.
Okay.
They got a shot that you can shoot yourself.
Right in it?
I think on the sides or something, and it automatically works.
Dang.
It don't have time to kick. It don't have to kick in because it automatically go there.
That's crazy. What's that called? It's the
I
Rock.
don't know. No, it's an actual shot, not a shot.
Oh,
an injection.
That's crazy.
Or then you could do like the Punisher and get one of the implants where you get you got 3 balls.
Man, I'm not talking about the Punisher. I'm not.
You got 3 balls and you squeeze the one.
Good. I mean, we're not in this podcast talking about 3 balls either. Black church sells out Jamal and they take money from Target, $300,000.
I can't believe it.
Poor Jamal. Go check on Jamal's blood pressure.
Yeah, it's through the roof.
Stephen A. Backlash from Memphis. Oh well.
Yeah, you earned it, Stephen.
Oh, and the last one, as we talk, are black male celebrities under attack?
I would say yes.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, you really think there's a legitimate reason?
I'm not gonna say. I ain't gonna say people are following them around, but I'm gonna say when they mess up, it's magnified. Because you can't tell me these black male celebrities are the only ones messing up. And if they are, that's a real problem.
So you think they're scrutinized?
Yeah, they're under a microscope.
Because I don't hear about white celebrities anymore doing anything besides that one guy from that movie.
Justin Bieber?
No, that's the guy from It Ends With Us. You heard that movie where he sued like Taylor Swift and the actress in it?
Yeah. What is his name?
I don't know. We're just talking about him today at work. I can't think of the guy's name anyway. But Lively, Justin Lively or something like that. But anyway, you don't hear about them as much.
Yeah. So I mean, I think we're under a microscope, which is, I mean, that's like society. When we messed up, it's magnified.
Yeah. So you think it's a real thing?
Yeah, I think so. But to say it like that, like I don't think people are following them to watch them mess up. But I think when they mess up, people pounce on them.
Justin Baldini.
Hey, did we forgive the ugly guy?
Oh, we forgave him when he got with Megan Good. Got a black woman. We forgave him.
That's funny how I said the ugly guy.
Oh, sorry, Jonathan Majors you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know you called him ugly. That's wrong. Yeah, we forgave Jonathan Majors right away because he didn't really do nothing.
Cat Williams called him ugly first.
He did.
I co-signed.
You remember when Cat Williams got into a fight with a 13-year-old?
Yep.
I'm thought about it.
It got beat up too.
He got beat up. We forgave him.
Did you see Charleston White have a boxing match?
Charleston White won against an island boy. Beat him up.
And the dude quit.
Dude quit. That old man strength, man, is serious. It's a real deal.
Charleston will never stop talking junk now. Oh
man. They already created a monster with him already. Oh my God. Man. Oh man. But anything you want to get off your chest, man, before we get out of here?
Yeah. Donald Trump don't like black people.
That's what you're gonna do every week?
Yep.
Every week. Oh man. Shout out to everybody that celebrated Juneteenth peacefully, and had a good time and danced.
Yeah.
Which is most of us, by the way.
Boots on the ground.
Oh, a lot of boots on the ground. Are you tired of that?
Yes.
Yeah. Just checking.
Yes.
I'm tired
of even hearing the phrase.
Boots on the ground.
I was at a meeting the other day, and it ain't had nothing to do with dancing. They was talking about putting boots on the ground.
You think? So you thought about the song?
Yep. Tired of it. Tarred, tired of it.
So then, as a DJ, I play it a lot. I play it a lot.
It's requested a lot.
Oh my God. I played at least 10, probably 30 times in one weekend.
Got to get the people what they want.
They love to dance to it, man. It's catchy.
Well, just break out the electric slide. See what they do.
They like that too. The older crowd. The original. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll get up and then the young people sit down.
They be like, why he go playing this old nigga? This old nigga playing that.
Yep. Because he already is OG. Ain't that what y'all?
Yeah, the age range, man. The age range, what's the age range?
Well, from something to 15 was aliens.
Aliens. No, before that it was just little.
Yep.
Yeah, little.
Little niggas. 15 to 25 was YNs.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There you go.
What was it? 26
Big bro.
What was that? 26 to 30.
35.
35.
Big bro.
30, 35 to 45
was
Unc. 45 to 55 was
OGs.
And 55 and up.
You
Elders.
Your elders. You just elderly. Wait a minute.
Respect your elders.
Respect your elders.
Yep.
You respect your elders, ain't you?
Right. Not yet.
You OG.
I'm an OG.
I'm OG with you then. That's crazy. He broke it down forever.
Yep.
Broken. Yeah. Oh man. All right, man. We better get out of here, man. Good to be back, man. Feel like we had a little break. Good to be back.
A little going on.
A lot going on, man. We back at it. We back. So good pod, bro.
All right, man. Love you, man.
Love you too, bro. Have a good day, evening. Subscribe, like, comment, share. He's gonna answer you back if you comment.
If I got time, if you say something that we can have a conversation about, if you say something stupid, I ain't responding.
There you go. That's been another episode of Culture No Cap. Peace.
Peace.